How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Tazastrical, this is Rimworld, let's get to it. Now, I'm ultra excited to get back because I love starting fresh on Rimworld. I feel like we've got a real grasp of actually how to achieve what we want, as a psychic drone makes my life a misery, and Lewis's, but Perkins is doing fine. So, what is the plan for this episode? The plan for this episode, I want it to be quite big. I might be a bit too optimistic of how much we can get done. But here it is. I would love to obviously finish off the kitchen. That's going to be done when, Mary Poppins and Dave the plumber get out of this breakdown, which, yes, I rode them hard. I was excited for a new base. I just wanted everything built. But power, I want to go up. I want to get all of these furnishing and that sort of stuff done, which I think's fairly achievable. If we can get a workshop going, just where we have like tailor benches, that sort of stuff, we'll probably just put the stockpile in with it as well. We're going to try and be a little bit more compact and convenient. Because we've only got a couple of people, there's no point having a huge base. Then, if we can get that done, I would like to start thinking about what we're going to do with a kill box. Now, it's got to be quite convenient, and it's probably going to be... The problem is my OCD kicks in when I play like base builders and stuff like this. But I want it, fairly good, and we are going to have to do it sooner rather than later. So this is me just messing about. And that's the only problem when you record, is to be able to mess about. You guys don't want to see me mess about, and some of you might say that's all I do is mess about, and I would say a bit harsh. True but fair, true but fair. So I think obviously our strength going in is probably going to be traps and stuff like that. So what we'll probably do just for like the initial start is just have a long tunnel. I will do it 2x2 because I do, as you party people know, I love a 2x2. Hurrah, hurrah. Oh, I think I'm amazing. And we're going to do something like this. And then what that's going to actually give us our room is to then do other stuff. So to begin, we're just going to have one long stretch of just concrete and traps. We don't need to put anything to the other side, but we'll sort of build that together. Perkins is out of her breakdown. Perfect. She's loving the plans. That's why she's out of breakdown town. Breakdown town. Because she's loving it. The other thing I would like to do is actually build a steel door, I believe here. And then what we'll do is we'll do dumping stockpiles outside the base. But these will just be for chunks. So I'm just going to pause while I do this. So we'll go clear all. I probably don't need to pause for this, to be honest. Chunks. What chunks have we got in here? We've got sandstone and we've got granite. So at the top we're going to have stone chunks, granite, and then the bottom clear all sandstone. So because eventually we'll have our stone cutting bench in here, and then at least then they can get it very quickly. Might want to put it in the base eventually, might not. I'm not going to want to dig too much into this because, to be honest, if I have another infestation, I am going to jump out of a window because it just seems every series I'm playing has an infestation. I'm going to have a breakdown. My breakdown bar is nearly complete. Here we go. So yeah, power is going to be ultra important just to obviously get everything online. That goes without saying. Perkins is smashing it, bless her little cotton socks. Because she's just come out of a breakdown, her mood is going to be a little bit more sky high than normal. We have got some mining over here. Not to go too fast paced. I do know I like to talk very fast when I'm very excited. But Perkins does have a double passion on mining, so that will help her mood doing some mining as well. What is Lewis getting up to at the minute? So, at the minute, he thinks it's responsible to relax socially. Have we got a traitor in our midst, is the question now. I'll leave that to the viewers. Okay, because hopefully we can get enough steel. Then we can put all the power conduits. We're unrestricted, so that's lovely. So yeah, we've literally got the power conduits. I want the wall over here to get up first before we build the steam geyser thing. Let's just make sure we got remove roof. As whenever I try and roof this, it like randomly blows up. Like, I don't really know what that is. Notes on a postcard. There we go. So Perkins will finish doing this. That gives us is that only 302 steel? We've got like 200 around the base. That's probably enough to actually finish all our projects, which means then we can jump straight on the kill box, which is important. Now obviously we'll start with traps. We're not going to stay with traps forever, ever. But I think initially when we've got 2 people, we've seen how many like humans they can chuck at us on mechanoids. So they could basically kill us just by outnumbering us, which sort of goes without saying, but it's nice to say it out loud. So traps is just going to help us cull them numbers. What we can also do is as they're coming up on the traps, we can use our bolt action rifles and actually start shooting down. A bit of dirty tactics, you know. We've got to take them. 100 and so how much steel do we need for this? So we actually do need to mine some more steel. Hopefully infestations won't happen in that. So what we will actually choose to do is some of this steel here. We'll choose to deconstruct this as it's nice and close. Obviously, we're not going to get tons of steel. But let's exhaust all the close resources first. Plus, I'm actually curious. I know we won't get a lot, but I'm curious of how much is a little bit. Just a little bit. Ooh, ah. The problem is all the singing on my channel started as a joke. I now honestly think like I could win a talent show. That's the problem. Okay, Perkins has done that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now we can allow the geothermal generator, which is obviously going to power our colony, which is going to be brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I do want to build a snowman. No, I want to zone, order, haul things. Let's haul all of these. Let's just get them out of the way. Basically, Lewis does the dirty work. And Perkins does the sexy work. We love a bit of Perkins. No, the series is all about Perkins and no one else. It's her story. It's about getting her off this planet. How we're going to do that, not sure yet. How she's going to do it. Do you reckon she's sure? She's sure of nothing, I do. Okay, luckily, like I said, but all moods are very, very high. So we can do quite well. I want to get away from bossing them around. If we can get power up, I wanted to get the workshop up, but I actually think it's going to be more beneficial to get the power up because obviously to power everything. Wait, dumping stockpile. Okay. Yeah, get rid of that one. There we go, haul that. So Lewis will do all that. Perfect, perfect. Perkins is still building this. We've got the components because we brought them from the last map we were at. And it's going to look beautiful when it's done. And I want a round of applause. Stand on your feet. We have geothermal power. Yes. Come on, party people. The little wins. The little wins. I'd really prefer not to build this whole thing out of steel. But hospitality for allies. That's a shame. How much steel are we getting for that? 48, not really that much. So we're basically in Limbo Town. So do we build the walls out of steel, get the trap up early, or do we build the workshop and use the stones? Let's get it up early because we've got no reason to risk anything. Obviously, it's starting to become a waste of steel, which I am aware. What we will do, though, is we'll go steel door, just one there, because then we can leave it open. If manhunter packs come, then we can just shut it off. If we leave it open, then the enemy will come through here. We haven't got a volcanic winter for grey. I mean, the Glitterworld medicine, how much have we got? 6, because it's the Glitterworld medicine is our only form of medicine at the moment currently. Oh, I didn't even notice how bad our food situation is. I mean, Lewis is looking awfully plump this time of year. Lewis stargazing. Off work again, I have noticed. But yeah, let's get... Actually, let's look around the map. I'm pretty sure everyone escaped, but sometimes where it's so cold, people can like pass out as they're like visitors as they come in, although I don't think we're lucky. Got to keep a bit more eye on visitors when they come in, to be honest. Well, that being said, as the food shortage is pretty much nothing, we're still going okay. At the end of the day, we've still got to keep to our job. And our job is just building the kill box. So security. Okay, we have no steel currently. I don't want to dig too deep into there, to be honest. What have we got down here? Silver. Got some steel down here. Problem is, yeah, I don't want to get infestations by going too deep too early, do you know what I mean? So maybe let's go down here. I don't know how that works because it's over like deep water. Alright, let's get after 10. Let's make sure we get 5 hours of solid work. As you come out of that, make sure you get rec, I suppose. But to be fair, just do rec when you wake up. Rec there, do anything in between. But just so we make sure we are getting like solid bits of work. Perkins, what happens when you mine that? Because it's over deep water. Oh, okay, we can still get it. Okay. So yeah, we'll get all that. Major break risk. I imagine it's because we're hungry. We're starving Marvin. Oh, we are really hungry. Animal migration rats. How would we kill a rat? Problem is, if we hurt one, we hurt them. They all come for us. To be fair, I don't even know if we'd be able to get up the map quick enough. We wouldn't even be able to get up the map quick enough. It'd be a wasted experiment. Okay. The problem is obviously breakdowns are now imminent because we are starving so much. The concern that leads is if there's an attack in the meantime, we have no defences whatsoever. Lewis is downed. Extreme. Okay. Right, Perkins, come back and rescue Lewis. Medical emergency. Rare Thumbros. I mean, we can't do anything, can we? Okay. So, Lewis, your health is malnutrition 84%. 71%. Lewis is incapable of walking. I don't think we've got a choice, party people. I don't even want to say what we're doing out loud. We ain't got a choice. We ain't got a choice. I know, I can hear you in the comments. I cannot butcher... Oh, because you're consuming. I really don't want you to, though. Like, it's a bit frustrating. Yeah, then butcher. Right. Can we make a simple meal, do forever, clear all, meat, human meat. So then I get you to equip the bolt action and then Q, saying that we're only going to get like, if we can get we can get 2 meals out of this. Which doesn't sound a lot. I'm not addressing the comments. I'm not looking in the comments. I'm just telling you all. Comment whatever you want. I ain't looking. I didn't do it because I wanted to. I did it because I had to. We didn't have a choice. It's dark times in the colony vibe. Right, let's not let his death be in vain. Right, 200 odd steel. That should be enough to do all this. So Perkins will do that last one. Perkins is bored. I mean, what more fun do you want in life, eh? Can we start working on this because I'm ultra conscious that we actually have no kill box at the moment? Okay, she's going to have food. It gave us another day. It gave us another day. Or another couple of days. Right, Perkins is going to sleep. Floors. Security. Still. There we go. I always leave this gap because I find if I put a steel trap here, they always try and walk above it. But the only other thing that we're going to do is just go concrete, just to make this the fastest path, and the game, when they're coming at us, will always take that. You don't really have to block off this thing. The only creatures that will walk up this snow path at the top will be like if you're hunted by an animal. They'll walk up that top. Other than that, you're pretty much golden. Like for raids and stuff. Unless there's like a dead body on the path, but they'll just go up and down. And especially Perkins is going to be like stood in the doorway shooting. Like at anything coming down just to help. I don't want to zone. Because I know what this game is like. Do not build roofs. Thank you. Right, there we go. A few traps are coming up. Obviously, we're low on food. We didn't have a choice. If we hadn't have eaten him, Perkins would have died. We would have lost the colony. That is for sure now. Because we haven't had... I was really worried I was going to do that and then something was going to happen. I mean, it's sad. It is sad. Like, I am disappointed. Don't get me wrong. I am hella disappointed. But... I mean, it's a tough challenge, and especially being on random. Combat of Fortune. Hang on. 3 groups have been harassing the caravan. So they want her to come to us. Yes, I'll do that for 5 Glitter World medicine as well. Yes, please. They will arrive in 4 days, so we've got to survive for 4 days then, at least then. I think it was just the one attack, though, wasn't it? Yeah, the first group is just 1 person. So it's not even a big attack, but... I might try and trigger the Fumbro into the trap. The problem is obviously when we get the raid, we will then have no traps, but... Let's get the kill box up. Let's get some steel. So yeah, the concrete just makes this path the fastest. If we were really like a nervous Nelly, we could put like a wooden door or something down here to let our colonists pass through. But we'll go with it. Well, I think fencing is what everyone does, I think. Or the majority of people like to do, I should say. Okay. While we've lost Lewis, I still think we're in a happier place as a colony. We're not. Like, the base-wise we are. Who said that we shouldn't have left? Hands up in the comments. Psychic Smooth, that's what we want. A visitor. Yep, come visit us. Come visit us. Come visit us. Don't you dare leave. We have to act quick because the temperatures are so bad. Because the temperatures are so bad, they might leave. They're hostile. Oh no, not more attacks on us. Please, come on. Then I'm going to click on... I'm clicking on Shrew and I'm hovering over Shrew's weapon to see when Perkins is in range. Because then I'm going to move Perkins. Lovely. Wait a minute. Haha, jump pack. Yes, please. Gear. Just cloth stuff. Okay. Right. Think. So come over, melee. Shrew. Never shrewd it coming. Never saw it come. No, that's not good. And we get a jump pack out of this, mind you. Boom. So we have a jump pack, and if you hover over the jump pack, it gives you the area that we can jump. That is big. That is big for the colony. We have some of this pemmican, whatever. Just mush. That will be fine. And again, what Perkins? What are you trying to do? Watch for targets. Right, so you're going to consume that. I'll allow it. You're going to carry that. I would rather you haul shrew. Perfect. We're getting some human leather, which means then we can start crafting again and stuff like that. We still have the option. Did Perkins eat that straight away, or did that go in her back pocket? Okay, so she's got a simple meal in her back pocket. That's fine. There we go. We're getting some meals. Lovely. Perkins with her jetpack. Loving life. Perkins, I would prefer you to come and haul this. I know it's got really long lasting time. All it's going to do is deteriorate because obviously it's cold enough that stuff doesn't, not unfreeze, like rot. Do you know what I mean? And we get some herbal medicine for our troubles. She is bored. Perkins is bored. Recreation. So let's just get a steel hoopstone ring. We'll put it there for the time being. And then we'll get a steel board game that you can play on your own. You're bored, so play a board game. Ha 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 ha. I know. Hilarious as ever, party people. I've just queued up for all that to be hauled just so that gets done now rather than later. Because you never know what's going to happen later. Then we're going to get onto the workshop where we can make stone blocks, stuff like that, which is just going to be so much more convenient to build stuff out of. Did Perkins, do you care that Lewis died? No. Nah. He tasted good. Bit of apple sauce, and he was tasty. The next step is researching turrets, so we can spread them around the base to avoid sappers breaching in, but then they'll still come through this bit. That's the next step. I'm learning, party people. I'm learning. Right, I'm going to hydrate with a little bit of water as Perkins has decided to do nothing. But no, the jetpack is going to allow us to just get in and out of situations a lot better. There we go. We got a meal. Next priority is getting wreck because we are taking massive penalties because she is recreation starved at the moment. So we're getting a -20, which obviously isn't great. She is now cloud watching. Unacceptable. Let's manually get her to do it just so she loses that huge debuff. Because you don't want another debuff to come and then... There we go. She's getting a wreck time. Perfect. That's gone. So we've got Awful Barrack, Ratty Apparel. There's nothing we can do about Ratty Apparel just yet. Obviously, once we get the workshop up, that'll be a problem of the past. Yeah, you mine it, Perkins. You mine it good. 150. How much more do we need? Not tons more. Luckily, she's got double passion, so when she's mining, she's loving it. A quest expires. Is that one that we wanted? Enemy jail. He wants you to guard them. When does the other quest that we accepted? That accepted, so that's in 3 days. I'm just thinking of food. So what we're going to do, the hospitality for allies we're going to accept. It doesn't matter what we're accepting it for. So they've arrived. Oh, luckily they're part of our colony. Okay. So what gear have they got? Cloth duster. Locked, so I can't drop it. I can drop their weapon just in case anything silly billy happens here. So drop their weapon. And then I want them to draft. Stand here. Perkins. Get a pump shotgun. Like, it's basically they're here for their crimes. Right, that's why, to be fair, Perkins done really good. I wondered if they were going to turn hostile, so that's why I tried to strip them of their weapons and stuff just in case. Not scummy, we just said, oh, put down your weapons. It's just a, I'm allergic to peanuts. So do you mind just like taking your weapons just because in case they have like peanut oil on them? I don't know. It doesn't sound like very convincing, let's be honest. We need the food. We've got to do whatever we can to get the food. So we are going to annoy a lot of people, but it's all about where that next meal comes from. Perkins, what are you doing? You're praying. I mean, there's no hope for you, Perkins. I don't know who you're praying to. No one is listening. But the party people at home. But look at the meals. Look at the meals. Perkins' hips do not lie. She is eating well. It's just a sad... It is sad that Lewis couldn't be here to enjoy it with us. But... like, the thing is, like... because I know people will be like, oh, well, you could have just about... The problem is... what you got to remember is Lewis then wasn't able to move. So while his food... I think it was like 80, 85%, whatever. He was incapable of moving. Which means even if someone would have, even if the game by pure luck dropped a meal right next to him, he wouldn't have been able to do anything. And then if that happened to Perkins, what you're basically risking the colony is, do you get that random event, you know, Man in Black or whatnot? And I didn't want to like risk the whole series on hopefully getting a event. And I just thought, what would Perkins do? Perkins would eat Lewis. Lewis was a traitor. We identified that. He wasn't working. He wasn't working for his food. If you don't work for your food, you get eaten. Yeah, it sounds more and more rough the more I say. Then we got a raid. Just from the one person. They will prepare for a while. So this is the first zone we're going to make. Expand. So this will be hide inside. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And hide inside, basically stay anywhere in this bit. There we go. Perkins is all alone yet again. Obviously, we'll keep an eye for people that are cannibals and stuff and try and make a little bit more of a conscious effort to help them or save them. Are we saving anyone? I don't know. Perkins, while you're bored, let's start to build the workshop. Apparently they're beginning their assault. And then, obviously, a display of how the kill box works. Watch it not work now. There you go. Because it is the quickest path. A transport pod has crashed as well. I mean, game. Oh, you're a cannibal. Or do we need the food more? Oh, I really hate turning a cannibal down. Quests active. Because basically what we've got to think about is, do we want a cannibal now? Which obviously is Because it's weighing up, do we need another colonist or do we need food at the moment? And that's sort of the constant arrangement we have to keep thinking. It's like, because if we take McGormick in, I don't feel like we've got the food to do it yet. I'm really sad about that, don't get me wrong, but we just don't have the food to do it. You know, we've only got 12 meals, and that's what, 4 days? 5 at a push? Do you know what I mean? Like, I think they eat like twice a day, so maybe 6 days, but then half that, so that's only 3 days. So Perkins is just set to be a lone party people, which is a great misjustice in the world, let's be honest. No, Perkins cries while she does this. She cries while she eats them in a hamburger bun, is basically what's going on, but she has a bit of garnish, so it's okay. If you got to this part of the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. I'll catch you next time, party people. Bye.